All right, so Professor Fike here assigns us this assignment where we're supposed to meet each other, total strangers, and expect to stand up here and give a speech like, I know what I'm talking about, or I know the person that I just met really well. So being the good student I am, I book a study room and I meet with this stranger. And as I walk in, I see he has a wedding ring on his finger, and he proceeds to tell me that he's a sophomore here at Pepperdine, which really odd start to me. But within just a few minutes, I realized that Ben Dyer here actually knows a lot more and has lived a lot more than probably any sophomore walking around campus. So Ben Dyer was actually born in South Carolina, and then he moved to Maine in a small town where he grew up. And his parents actually moved around a lot when he was younger, so he was homeschooled all throughout high school. Now, after graduating high school, he decided to wait a couple years and work for his dad, which after that, he decided to enlist into the Navy. Now, you guys know that before you go in the Navy, you have to go through boot camp. And you'd think boot camp is going to be this big, physically strenuous, scary thing. Yet when he went in Great Lakes, Illinois, he found out that, yes, it was strenuous, but in a different way. It was much more mentally taxing than he could have imagined. It was a lot of kind of menial tasks that seemed like they weren't very important, and they were really strict about it, but he learned a lot through it. Now, his first 2 years in the Navy, he was stationed in Greece, and then the preceding 3 years, he was actually in California and was deployed a lot to Asia. But what happened in his first 2 years in Greece in the Navy was something that he could have never expected. He found his true love. He found who now is his wife. Now, you don't really enlist in the Navy thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall in love with somebody, I can't wait. But Ben Dyer did. He found a woman named Lauren, who's also in the Navy, and they dated for 2 years. Then he proposed, and about a year ago, in August, they were married. So the proposal story I thought was really cute. So one of their first dates was actually on some cliffs in Greece, where he took her on a full moon, and they sat and danced to Dancing in the Moonlight, which is actually one of my favorite songs. I love it. But so that was one of their first dates. And when he moved to California, which she did too, being in the Navy, he took her to the mountain or the hills in Santa Barbara overlooking the city on another full moon and played the same song. And I'm sure she cried a lot because that's super romantic and cute, kind of cheesy but cute cheesy, and proposed to her there. So, as we all know, being in a marriage, it probably takes a lot of honesty and truth, and that's a healthy relationship is built on that. And that's what Ben believes as being one of the most important values in life to hold and keep. Now, sitting here in a class full of 18-year-olds and probably people a lot younger than him, he's 26 and has probably lived a lot more than all of us. And sitting here, we may see, oh yeah, he's really old to be a sophomore here at Pepperdine. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I'd start school that late. But really how we should be looking at him is, oh my gosh, he's lived a lot. He has a lot of knowledge, and how can I learn from that? And what I take away from that is that you can live life at your own pace and still do great things. And that's Ben Dyer.
Okay.